What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. And this one is not a payout video. This isn't a I'm up $1,000 today video. Um, it's more of a video to hold myself accountable because it's been a very rough month for LEP trades. Um, it's just been a lot of blown accounts. Pretty much every day this week, I've had a set of accounts blown, and it's like not a clean week at all, at least for me. Um, and especially with tax season coming up, I have a little bit over 7K in payouts I have to pay from last year. And I need to lock in and start maybe making some more money soon so that I'm not put in a bind having to pay taxes on profits last year. So that could get interesting because I'll probably have to pay 3K in taxes around, maybe a little less, probably like two and a half. But it's just not making money from trading in the past month is rough. At least not even passing any accounts. Like, I'm just trying to get. I don't have any XFAs or past accounts right now, so I'm just trying to pass like two, so I can get a payout or something from those, like a payout or two from those accounts, and then buy a few more accounts and just scale up from there. But I just can't pass accounts right now, so it's just eval after eval getting blown, and it's just demoralizing, I guess. Um, yeah, demoralizing more than anything. It makes me feel like I can't trade, but it's really just I'm sizing up so much on evaluation trades because I'm just trying to pass them in 2 days and get to my my express accounts, past accounts, so I can make money on those instead of spending so much time trying to pass them and failing them anyways. But sizing up so much is just it's rough. I mean, it wasn't rough before, but like in this price action, in in where we're at right now in price, it's just it's hard for me at least. So I'll hop into the charts. I'm not gonna show like I don't have any really executions on trades this week, but I just want to go over kind of where we're at. I'll go back to Monday. Where's it at? Oh, it's like right here. Oh, yeah. So coming into Monday, big 4 hour gap, big 1 hour. Like, where does price like? You would probably expect price to rebalance somewhere into here, but there's just so the price like biases are so conflicted in these conditions. Like it's really hard to tell where it's gonna go. Like you get this candle at open. We're still in this 15 minute. We're rejecting these 15 minutes. I believe there's an SMT at these lows. Like there's just so much conflicting. Like there's all these lows down here. Uh, no. Yeah, all these lows down here. Like I would expect after seeing this, getting a 5 minute change in the state, getting a retrace this 5 minute, you could expect all these lows to get ran. But then also looking at this 15 minute, like it looks bullish, and there's a bullish SMT. So it's rejecting out of both of these 15 minutes, holding. I mean, it could go lower, it could go higher. It's just so hard to determine. And this is how like all week has been. It's either conflicting biases or it's we get one move up or down and then just chop after 10 a.m. And it's just like do something. Do something clean. Anything. Like here, like You get a long entry. I mean, not really. There wasn't anything here, but we get one move down at open. One move down at open. And then after 940, it's just like chop. Like all morning. Like sure this is I would say this is like one of the first days after New Year's, but like it's not. This isn't one of the first days. I'm pretty sure last Friday was the first trading day after New Year's, but like how are you supposed to trade this? And I'm over here risking half my account in these conditions. Like it's not the market's fault that I trade this, but it's like, can I get something? Something maybe? But nah, I just need to do better. That's kind of why I'm doing this video. I just need to hold myself accountable and not trade on these days. I mean, it's just stubbornness. Like I used to be able to tell, like this is a bad day. I just shouldn't be trading this. I used to be able to tell that very well. But I just want to get these accounts passed, and it's just something in my subconscious. This happens to everybody. That's unprofitable, at least. This happens to like everybody. Like you can't tell you just can't tell when to lay off the markets, when not to trade. When not to trade is like the most important thing in trading. And I used to be a lot better at that. Like mid last year, but it's just been a lot harder for some reason recently. It's like an ego or stubbornness that I might be able to see something that I like when it obviously isn't showing anything that I will like. I could easily hop on the next day. I could easily look at this, not take a trade, hop on the next day, have the same accounts, hop on the next day. Yeah, we'll just skip the next day. I'll just run through what I should have done instead of what I did. Yeah, we'll skip the next day. Okay. So, Tuesday, yeah, Monday, I should have looked at that. I should have been like, nah, this is ugly. There is absolutely nothing here for me. And then Tuesday, come on. Yeah, I see this high. This could be a good draw. Come back down, tap this 15-minute, and then it's just, it opens. Wait, okay, I skipped a lot more than I thought I did. But either way, you can see this. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Other than this short, potentially. There might have been an SMT here. I think I was looking at this, but pretty sure there might have been an SMT here. This short could have been okay, but it just chopped down, chopped. And being so close to this high, I'm not going to zoom out to the high, but being so close to this external high right here, I don't think ES took that either. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it just opened. Yes, I remember this day. I remember this. Opens up, comes back down lower. I believe I chased a short down to these lows because yeah. I chased a short down to these lows because it was a very, very, very clean draw to these relative equal lows. And I believe I chased a short around here after a 2-minute inverse or something. Yeah, okay. Somewhere around here is where I got in. I got in like a 1-to-1. And it might have stopped me out of break even, or it might have just absolutely destroyed me. I believe I took it off early, actually. Around like here maybe. Probably around here. Had stops like around here maybe, or here. I forget. I took too many bad trades this week. And then it absolutely destroyed me. Yeah, tapped in the 5-minute. Yeah, this is, again, another conflicting bias. Like, obviously, these are very good lows to draw towards. And we got a 2 minute, and it looks like maybe a 3 minute, at least a 2 minute inverse, and a 2 minute change in the state. And then it just leaves these perfectly good lows, 609, like 20 points away. Like, it could just follow through these lows, manipulate, go higher. But it just leaves these behind and then respects this 5 minute, which I saw it, but I was expecting this to get ran through to go take these lows. So, and then it runs higher, and then it chops. And then it has this choppy move lower till 11 a.m., which I should usually be off by then. Just, that's how all week's been, at least for me. So, what I should have done, back to what I should have done this week, looked at this crap on Monday, not traded it, had my fresh accounts going into Tuesday, and then I should have seen this 5 minute fair value gap and saw how it was holding, or at least wait for this 5 minute to close before I short. And then do something like, if it closed here, I would put stops somewhere, like I would have good stops in place, maybe like above here, and then I would just target a 1-to-1 for risk purposes. I'll show an example. Something like this, and then just target a 1-to-1 for risk purposes, and then just put stops to break even when it hits my draw and liquidity. Because this is what I would usually be targeting, and if this gets taken out, this is where I would expect price to reverse from potentially. So if I don't get a good entry, like for example, if this 5 minute were to get inversed here, I would want to see this low. However, I wouldn't want to put my stop like this close so I can get a good risk to reward. I wouldn't want to do that because it could easily come up here and the model would still be validated. So what I would want to do is just extend this to a 1-to-1 and let this play out and go down here. And once it goes down here, put my stops to break even, so it's a risk-free trade. So even if it comes back up, I don't lose anything. But if it wants to continue down lower, it hits my full TP. And for risk purposes, a 1-to-1, I wouldn't be having like a 0.45 RR, which is like almost it's like negative RR. Don't want that. I want to usually keep it 1-to-1 RR, risking as much as I'm willing to make. But that's what I should have done. Waited for this 5 minute to close, because there was still plenty of time in that to close, and then realize it just completely wicked out and is not going to go lower. And then, wouldn't have wanted to chase longs here, but, let it go up, chop, hop off. Should have been a no trade day as well. I'm not going to go throughout the rest of the video or the rest of the days, but that's kind of where we're at. It's been obviously a rough week, and I'm looking to rebound. I know how to trade. Not all my trades were bad. It's just the first trades I take are stuff that it's not A plus. It's not stuff that I should be taking all the time. But like, to pass these evals, I mean, you got to take something and try to pass them. Like, I'm obviously not going to trade like this on a past Express account. I mean, I might, but I don't think I would, because I would be risking less. And it would be harder to crash out on an XFA if I know that I can make money, and if I'm just risking less, and there's like no point to crash out, because if I'm risking 500 on a XFA account and the drawdown's 2,000, that's 4 trades. take one trade a day. It's easy to just to take one trade and then lock myself out, move on to the next day. Um, yeah, it's easier to do that on XFA rather than sizing up as much as I am right now on evals. That's the mental part of trading, and the more risk, the more risk you have on, the more irrational decisions you tend to make. And that's the summary of this week. Making irrational decisions when I could easily just walk away and spare myself extra money that I could be keeping for taxes. So, probably taking tomorrow off. I'm gonna hop on the charts because I took about a week and a half off the charts at the end of last year, of this past year, the end of December, and it didn't really help build any discipline for not taking a trade when I'm on the charts. If you know what I mean. Like I need to be on the charts to learn to not take a trade when I'm on the charts. It's easy to not take a trade when I'm not on the charts, if you know what I mean. Like I could be sleeping in and then watching TV in the morning, but that's not going to teach me to sit on the charts and not take a trade. So that's what I'm planning on doing, hopping on in the morning and not taking a trade. I do not want to take a trade tomorrow. It's NFP day. It's going to be very volatile. I believe there's 10 a.m. news as well, 10 a.m. red folder. So it's 8:15 or 8:30 red folder news, and then there's 10 a.m. red folder news. Um, so I don't. Even if there is a setup, I want to hop on and not trade. I just want to build that um, build that discipline back up again to where I can hop on the charts and not trade. So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm looking to turn it around. I'm optimistic. At least I have like another job I can bring in income from, so I'm not worrying about that, or I'm not worrying about trading as my only income like I was before. So I mean, I'm very optimistic about the future. I just need to lock in mentally. I know how to trade. I know what setups are good. But this is the biggest. That's why this is the biggest. This is the biggest mental game. Trading is like the biggest mental game and mental test that you could probably go through because you can lose money. Every other job, I mean, entrepreneurs lose money as well, but trading, you can lose money every day. You win or lose money every day, and it's just that mental block is it's not easy. So I'm on my process. I'm in the process, and I'm working towards building that back up and building it stronger than it was before, so that I can consistently stay disciplined and stay mentally strong to not crash out and not blow accounts as quickly as I am, and to step away. That's my biggest thing right now. Learning when to step away. And that's the biggest lesson I think any new trader or any intermediate trader can take away from this video and apply to their trading. So I will be back hopefully more often, and I will be making these videos more often, checking in and holding myself accountable. So, peace out.